Do you have any question after watching any of my educative videos? Well then, stay with me in this video as your Lady Salomey answer a few of viewers' questions about my educative videos. Maybe your question will be one of them. Stay tuned. Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. This is your Lady Salomey Adamako. I'm a nurse by profession. If you want to learn proven ways to healthy living, subscribe to this channel. And when you do, click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my educative videos. Well, the long-awaited Q&A video is here today. Welcome to my first ever Ezra Wellness question and answers video. So let's dig right in to the questions that viewers have after watching these educative videos. Question number 1. I wanted to start this plant products diet, but when I look at the list, it says, this is off the list, that is off the list, everything is off the list. Salome, how can I eat like this? Well. All the time when I look at this question, I'm like, yeah, it is true that the first week when you are starting the diet, almost everything that you know you could eat is off the list. That is true. But not to worry, it's just for the first week. I promise you, it get easier when it comes to the second week. You are able to introduce some carbohydrates, the resistant carbohydrate like your yucca root or cassava, your yam, your sweet potatoes, your millet, and then you do that for another 2 weeks. And then when they come to the third week or the last week for the 1 month, you are able to introduce some of the foods that you were told not to eat in the beginning at all. And some foods you will not be able to eat at all when you are eating this way. That is okay, like sugar and processed food, which we all know that is not good for us. But when it comes to all the other foods, it depends on the condition that you have. Let's say you have arthritis. That means the foods that causes inflammation, you will not be able to introduce them back again. Or even if you have it, you could try to reintroduce back all the foods that you were eating before. And when you bring something back and it causes problem for you, then that means your body is telling you, I cannot have that. You stay away from it. So it's not all that serious that you can never eat any of the foods. You can go back and try them, but your body will tell you. For instance, I will eat bread once in a while, but when I eat bread, I see that I start to gain weight. So do I eat bread? No, I don't, because I don't want to gain back the weight that I've lost. So you will also know exactly what to do. Okay? Thank you for that. Question number 2. Is this way of eating only for weight loss? I get this question a lot. Salome, I want to try it, but I don't need to lose weight. Yes, it's true that if you eat like this and you need to lose weight, you will lose the weight. And I promise you, when you lose it and you keep eating this way, you will keep off the weight, because I've done it. I've lost the 30 pounds within 6 months and I've kept it off for over a year now. So I know you will keep it off. But if you don't need to lose weight, this way of eating is not just for weight loss. If you have arthritis, for inflammatory conditions, you could eat this way. Clear everything off your tray. Start to bring things back. And if something causes you a problem, you stop eating it. Simple as that. You have diabetes, high blood pressure, you have GI issues, bloating, constipation, heartburn. You could try this way of eating. So it's not just for weight loss. Also, if you don't need to lose weight, but you want to prevent disease and live overall healthy life, then you want to try this way of eating. Because if you keep eating the way you are doing now, with processed food, with sugar, with all these grains and so much of it as we're doing now, you continue like this, then you are heading to getting some disease, which you don't want. So please, if you start eating this way, you prevent it in the first place. Thank you for that. Well, question number 3, this is pretty much simple. It says, Do I need to count calories when I'm eating this way? And the answer is no. On this new way of eating, the plant products way, you do not count calories. So you're able to eat your carbohydrate, but it's once a day. You choose when you want to eat it. And when you're eating, you have enough vegetable with the carbohydrate that you're eating. So with that said, you're not going to count how much of the calories that you're eating at a meal. You want to eat to make sure that you're satisfied. And sometimes too, with this new way of eating, you do not eat at all. You fast. Some days you fast, at least twice a week you fast, or you could make it an intermittent fasting, which I'm going to make a whole video on it and show you exactly how to go about it. So if you really want to know how to start, you could do it like that. Question number 4. I don't like green smoothie. Salome, what else can I do? I really want to start this way of eating. Well, the answer to this question is that I was talking to a friend of mine. She's a pharmacist and she have done this diet and she has lost 20 pounds. And so we were talking and I was like, hey, so how did you do with a green smoothie? And she said, well, I did not do the green smoothie because I don't like smoothies. I said, what did you do? She said, I had green soup. So she had a little green soup, she said she made. So you get a little bit of a dry fish, your spinach, your broccoli and stuff. You blend them and you make a soup out of it. And she said she drank that early in the morning. That was a green smoothie and it worked for her. So if you don't like the green smoothie, be creative and come up with something that will work for you. Or you could eat your vegetables. And what I want to say is that with a green smoothie, with over time, you'll be able to handle it without a problem. Because at the end of the day, when you start to eat this way, your body get used to it and then you'll be able to handle it. Okay, so if you are struggling with it, well, still give it a try. Start by eliminating the foods that you cannot eat. And then if you get comfortable with the vegetables that you're able to handle, then you dig right in and start the cleansing all over. Okay? Alrighty. The question number 4 is that I don't like vegetables. Salome, do you have any strategies of eating vegetables? I'm with you on this, my viewer. I never liked vegetable myself. It was a challenge when I started eating it. So I'm not sitting here saying that I'm a strong woman, I'm able to eat vegetable. No. Anybody from Ghana, like me, or Africa, that will tell you all the time we blend all our vegetables into the food. But when I started eating this way, it was a challenge for me too. But I find strategies of eating it. I realized that when you cut the vegetables into smaller pieces, you are able to eat them compared to bigger chunks. So when you want to eat a salad, when you want to buy it even in the store, you could go for the shredded one. It's easier to handle compared to the other kinds. And then also, if you get the vegetable and you mix it with a little bit of maybe your carb at that time, like cauliflower, if you cannot eat it straight, get a little bit of your cauliflower and mix it with a little bit of millet or a little bit of rice, just a small amount of that carbohydrate and more of the vegetable, you will see that you'll be able to handle it. And over time, trust me, you will be able to eat the vegetable once you keep doing it. Because right now, I could eat a bowl of salad and say, this is a good salad. Can you imagine that? So you get used to it. Just hang in there. I know you will get used to it. And the last question that I have to answer today is that, what is the gut microbiome that you talk about all the time? I know I have to make a whole video on this, but I really wanted to answer it as short and as sweet as I can, so that at least if you're watching me and you also have the same question, you'll be able to know, because I talk about this a lot. So what is the gut microbiome? After the Human Genome Project, the researchers found that we as human, we had very few human genes compared to, let's say, an insect. So they were surprised. So because of that, they have to dig into it to find more. And in their search, they realized that we as humans, we have more of bacteria genes in us, and then we have fungi in us, and we have viruses. So these genes are more than our human genes. You saying, what? Yes. And these bacteria, fungi, and viruses, they live in us and on our skin and on different parts of the body. But what I want to talk about is the one in the stomach. So the one in the stomach, what they find was that we have bacteria, which is, the bacteria is what has been really studied well. The fungi and the viruses, they are still investigating them. So what they found out is that they live mainly in the large intestines. And you're saying, where are they living in us? I always say we are fearfully and wonderfully made. So God put these creators in us. And they are not there to harm us. They are there to protect us and make sure that we live healthy. Study shows that those who have lived to be over 90 years, when they check their microbiome, is very healthy like a younger person. So that means if you have a healthy of these creatures living in us, you have a more of a healthy you. And the same way that we have these good ones, there are also bad ones that also creep in. And the bad ones, what they love is the sugar, the carbs that we eat, it all turns into sugar. So that is what makes them thrive best. And when they thrive best, they produce toxins and stuff that harms our health. But when you eat the healthy stuff to give it to the healthy bacteria, viruses, and fungi that live in us, then they thrive better and they suppresses the bad ones so that overall we would live a healthy life. So studies have shown that these bacteria are the ones that actually control what we eat, depending on which one that you have the most. So if you are not able to enjoy your vegetable now because the bad ones are taking charge, once you suppress them and you bring the good ones in charge, then your appetite also changes. The food that you want to eat will change. And if you haven't eaten vegetable all day, if you've been following this diet and you've been eating your greens and stuff, you agree with me that some days when you wake up and you haven't eaten those food, your body's like, oh, I haven't eaten this vegetable today. But before it wasn't like that. Yes, because the bacteria in the stomach have changed and now you're getting the good ones in charge. So they are telling you what to eat. So that is the gut microbiome in the way that I could explain it so that you could get it. So what I want to say is that when you are eating, remember, you are not just eating for you. You have friends inside of you that you are eating for the two of you. So when you take care of them, they will take care of you and they make sure that you are here. As Dr. Gandhi will say, you are their home. So they want to keep you around so that they will also be around. You're saying to yourself, Salome, I really want to start this diet, but where do I start? Check out my video, how to kickstart your immune system, repair and restore your leaky gut, and then you could also end it with a cabbage stir fry, and you will know exactly the sequence how to go about this new way of eating. Thank you so much for watching. Do you have any questions after watching any of my educative videos? Well, give me a comment and let me know. The next video might be based on your question, or if not, it will come up in the next Q&A video. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for following me and commenting me and encouraging me. I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. And until I see you in the next video, I want you to like this video, share it, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done that. And remember, this is Ezra Wellness, where you learn proven ways to healthy living. Thank you for your time.